Maybe the only leader that's going to be worth their salt this rotation other than Giovanni is going to be Cliff right here. So he's switching over to Larvitar in his first spot. Now the main thing is actually going to be his middle spot right here, when it can have Kingdra. I know that it can also have Sceptile in that middle spot, but we're addressing the Kingdra fight today, and that should be addressed kind of specifically, and talked about specifically, I should say. The kind of key, I guess, the secret weapon we could call it, is going to be Poliwrath right here. You might think, like, wait, Poliwrath doesn't have any super effectiveness or anything like that. The thing is that Kingdra is an interesting beast because it's got dragon and water, and so these are two typings that actually go really well together for strengths, resistances, and all that. And so Kingdra, as it turns out, is only weak, of course, to dragon and fairy type attacks. We don't have a lot of great fairy type attacks, I would say, for maybe if you're like PvPing, but especially for Team Go Rocket mainly, because I don't really do PvP, so I guess maybe I can't speak to that too much. But I can speak to Team Go Rocket all day because that's what we do around here. And so Poliwrath is gonna whoop up the Larvitar just kind of in all realms, right? So, you know, we're using Mudshot right now. It's gonna generate the most energy, of course. Main thing we're trying to do is get to 4 power-up punches. I think we're gonna get 3, right? Didn't we? Hopefully I just counted that correctly. And so then there's gonna be 4 with this Kingdra. So after this, you're gonna want to use Ice Punch again after that. So you will need Poliwrath with 2 moves in most cases. Now, Team Go Rocket does scale up and down their CP based on your trainer level, so this is an account that's not quite yet 40. It's level 38 at the time of this recording, I believe. And so anyway, what I meant by that is just that Team Go Rocket, their Pokemon CP are going to be higher if your trainer level is higher, but the lower you go, the lower they go. Does that make sense? So anyway, you see that we're using Ice Punch, right? And so you want to utilize this spammy combination of Poliwrath using the charge moves after you've gotten enough energy. You know, you want to Mudshot it up. Mudshot, as we said before, it can generate a lot of energy per hit. And now, one thing, of course, we talk about this a lot, but just in case you're new to Team Go Rocket, the Team Go Rocket Pokemon do stand still after every single charge attack, but also every single switch. Like, you notice Primeape has now finally come in. I mean, Poliwrath did all of this, right? Like, normally Kingdra with Dragon Breath, it actually has the potential to trip people up, I would think. Again, this is just if you're struggling. Like, you know, some people are going to use 3,000, 4,000 CP, you know, legendaries, maybe not have too much strategy to it, and that's okay if they're going to win that way. But my videos are to teach people that, you know, especially struggle with this sort of thing. And if you can believe it or not, the leaders used to be kind of difficult, like in the old days, but no, they're not really most of the time nowadays. So again, maybe this is just kind of niche information for you guys, but yeah, essentially, you know, you want to just be hitting them with your fast attack until obviously you have the energy for a charge move, but don't do it when they're in that stagnation period. So again, if you use a charge attack, Team Go Rocket side, they're going to stand still, right? So watch, after this Mud Bomb right here from our Toxicroak, it's going to be fainted. Okay, not me paying attention, sorry. But basically, if they're standing still and their Pokemon are alive, don't use the charge move quite yet. Wait until just before they attack you, then send out your charge move again, because you can overgenerate that energy and save it up, stack it on top of each other, etc., etc. Please let me know if there's a Cliff lineup that does trip you up aside from this one. Click an end screen, and thanks for viewing.